I am going to go over outside scholarships, where to look for them, how to report them if you get them, um, where you could find outside scholarships for minorities, all the steps and things that go along with applying for them, because every outside scholarship is completely different. And if you do win a scholarship, I'll kind of go over how we have students report those to us. So outside scholarships are scholarships that are not provided by Wittenberg. They are normally funded by nonprofits, advocacy groups, private companies, various foundations. A lot of bigger areas have like community foundations. I know like Dayton, Montgomery County have some. Bigger municipalities and counties generally have those. They are awarded in any increment, any amount of money. So you could get a scholarship from $500 to, I mean, I've seen some up to like $10,000. It just really depends. They can be applied to any semester. So sometimes, generally when students get outside scholarships here at Wittenberg, we split those between the fall and spring semester, but they can have them just denoted to be on just a specific semester if needed. Some come in and they are, the awarders will say, you know, this is just for the fall semester or just for spring semester. Scholarships are not just for high school seniors. It's always a good idea, even after you've enrolled in college, to still apply for scholarships. There's many times these funds just go unawarded because people just don't know that they're eligible to apply, even if they're already in college. It's also important to note whether the scholarship is renewable or not. So a lot of times, like if you get a scholarship from, say, like your local school board or your athletic boosters, a lot of times those are a one-time scholarship and done. And all the scholarship donors have specific requirements that you need to meet to renew your award. So students may get a $5,000 scholarship that, you know, a donor wants to see proof of enrollment or that they completed their first semester, things like that. And the students are responsible for making sure we know that they have a scholarship coming and that the funds are actually sent to the school. As an office in financial aid, we don't follow up with donors unless they need specific information from us before they'll release the funds. There's all sorts of places to find outside scholarships. High school guidance counselors are really the best place to start. They generally will know all of your local scholarships. If you are like dependent on like if you're going to be an education major or like a science major, you know, there are scholarships out there for those specific things. A lot of times, local churches, you know, like your AMVETs, your Legions, Eagles, you know, there's all sorts of little like Masons, you know, they're all of them have scholarships, and it's just a matter of checking and seeing if they're available. The internet is a great resource for scholarships. Sallie Mae, even though they generally do student loans, they have a wonderful search for outside scholarships. You've got Scholarship America, CapEx, bestcolleges.com. And the other thing that we do here at WIT is if you belong to a Lutheran church and you receive a scholarship from them, we do match that scholarship up to $500 a year. And there are some other organizations that we do also scholarship match as well. Our opportunities for outside scholarships for underrepresented populations. A couple good websites to look for are Gates Millennial Scholars, the United Negro College Fund, as well as the Hispanic Scholarship Fund. So when we are applying for outside scholarships, the most important thing to remember is that they're all different. Different documentation will be required for each of them. You should never have to pay to view, apply, or receive an outside scholarship. If you find these websites, avoid them. Many times scholarships will ask that you write an essay. A lot of times they do ask for recommendation letters, teachers, guidance counselors, coaches, if your student works, 4-H, FFA, any of those types of things. Those are good references for students. Sometimes, but not always, they will ask for your EFC from your FAFSA, which we'll go over in another webinar, all things FAFSA. They usually ask for your GPA, sometimes your ACT, SAT scores, and a lot of times it's pretty important if you do any type of community service, volunteering, it's usually a good idea to put those things on your application as well. Things to watch out for. Like I said, you should never have to pay to look for a scholarship, ever. If they say free money, but you got to pay, $50 to join this website, just stay away from them. Never give out social security number, bank account numbers, credit card numbers, any of those things. And it's always important to remember that there's no guarantee that you will receive the scholarships that you apply for, because they are very competitive. So if your student does receive an outside scholarship, we do have a reporting process that we like to use. That way we can denote on their student account that the funds are coming. And then that helps when it's time to pay your bill. You already know that that money is allocated for that specific account. So the donors are going to want to know where you plan to enroll in college, our mailing address where they can send the check. If they require proof of enrollment, you can use your billing statement, sometimes your schedule. Sometimes donors will ask for a more formal reporting. So usually we can get that from the registrar's office. They'll put that you're enrolled and how many credit hours. We do have a website that we use. It's a form, outside scholarship notification. Like I said, if you report that, we can put it as pending aid until the funds arrive. It just makes more accurate billing. Always check your financial aid award letter and your WIT portal to make sure that we've received those funds. So if classes start, say, in August and October, your WIT portal says you still have pending aid, it means more than likely that scholarship has not made it to the university yet. And you may want to just have your student check with the awarding school organization just to make sure that we actually get it, because we do have instances where they think they sent a check, but we've not gotten the check. Sometimes they send the checks to the student at home where they'll have to bring the check into us. So just be diligent in making sure those funds make it to the university. So this is my contact information. Like I said, I'm a financial aid counselor here at Wittenberg. My email address is there, and mailing address is there as well. And all these webinars are recorded, so they will be on our website. And we actually have the contact information, a lot of the scholarship information available on our financial aid website as well.